Yeah. Man, y'all know what it is. Let's get to it. And I'm King Sam, the People's Champ. I got some good stuff to talk about today. Uh, New J. Cole's. He got some dope music out right now. I don't know if y'all fans of J. Cole's, but he got some real dope music coming out. And I heard some of it in the barbershop yesterday. Dope. Good music. You know, he one of those artists that's very original. Get into his creative bag. Good stuff. Uh, I ain't been here in a while. You know, we went through that little cold spell. Mm, 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 mm. And I deliver ice cream. So when it get cold, my pockets get cold. And when my pockets get cold, sometimes I don't feel like being creative. I gotta get myself back on track. And I'm back on track. The weather picking up, man. I'm feeling better. Things going better. So here I am. Here I am. And I wanted to touch on a little bit of, just bounce all around for a little while. I've been watching basketball a little bit, not a lot. Uh, you had a player that scored 83 points. Bam out of bio of all players. He like a 20 point player. I think at the time he was 19 points per game. One of the key factors to any success that Miami Heat has right now. His girlfriend, I think her name is Asia Wilson. She plays for the WNBA. And if you ask me, they got very similar games. You know, they both real. They big bodies. I think he like 6'8", 6'9", to be exact probably. Uh, he could give it to you from anywhere on the floor, but he's not ultra aggressive when it comes to scoring. He's more like a glue guy, but he can give you buckets. And he gave you 83 buckets. People was mad at him, but I wasn't because I've played sports. No matter what you do, no matter how you feel, if you've ever played sports, you know how hard it is to get off. You know, you got your few individuals, your few superstars. Usually, in every city, you got one of them floating around every so often. But, you know, at an NBA level, no matter what he did to get there, that's astronomical. Ain't nothing but one player scored more points than him. That's Will Chamberlain. I think Kobe had 81. Kobe's 81? Like Rashad McCann said, Kobe's 81? He got Kobe's 81. And people ain't like it because they said it looked ugly. But I seen the highlights of it. It looked good to me. It looked good to me, so I ain't knocking him. Uh, Jason Tatum came back, freak of nature. I think he tore his Achilles tendon last year, and he back already. Like, oh man, or did he miss last year? No, he can't. I think he tore it last year sometime. I think he had 9 months rehab, and he back and he playing at an all-star caliber level already. Good stuff, good stuff. And I don't even know how to put it into words because if you ever been hurt, sometimes you don't bounce back the same. You don't come back the same no matter how you want slice it up. It never be the same sometimes. So you gotta, tip your hat off. What else been going on in the league? I think Luka been going crazy in Atlanta with LeBron still putting up ridiculous numbers at his age. Like they gonna speak about studies gonna be made on that man for him to be performing at this level for so long since day one, since he got in the NBA. He been giving you buckets. He been giving you everything the game need really, and he's been a outstanding citizen when it comes to you ain't never heard his name. It's none of the nonsense that your average person or your average athlete might get himself into. He's a stellar guy all around. So I just, tip my hat to him. And then I think James Harden got traded to, what's that, Cleveland. He got traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, so it's him and Donovan Mitchell down there. I look forward to them making noise, but oh man, Boston balling out of control right now, and that's all. I don't want to get too much into the sports. The sports they gonna do they self. On the music level, I think Ti was beefing with 50 Cent, and then his kids got involved, and he brought 50 Cent name up, but I don't think it was enough for 50 Cent to start snapping on that man, posting pictures of his wife and all that stuff, and they was dropping some dope music. Ti had a banger he put out. I think King put out a song, more so disrespectful, if anything. And I think the son Damani put out a hit. That was a good one. 50 Cent ain't do nothing. Then I think 50 Cent dropped one fire song, pretty up in the air fire. His normal. It ain't below par, but it ain't no exclusive. And then he got this track with Max B he put out there, and No More Lies, No More Tricks. I heard that song before, but I think 50 Cent put his verse up there, and I think it's a dope song. Maybe I'll say T.I. he might have prevailed, because I think his song it hit a little bit harder. But one person I heard online, Rain down from Carolina where J. Cole's at, I think he one of J. Cole's, you know, rap partners back in the day. He said, man, T.I. ain't even addressed the real issue that man had with him, and that's, the snitching allegations. And I think T.I. be like, ain't nobody there. But I remember when the situation played out, T.I. did. He came on the court and gave his testimony. I remember T.I. It was either in a print, it was in a magazine. T.I. somebody had access, or they went to the court, or they got the transcripts, and they were saying that T.I. said he seen the guy that shot his mans. And the way he had put it was, the guy was standing there with the firearm out, and T.I. ducked his head behind the car. Old boy started blowing. His man got hit. And then when he looked up again, the guy was standing there with the firearm. And I don't know what you call that, but around here, we'll call that snitching. So it's like, and to me it don't even matter. I ain't no street type of guy where I'm finna like, oh man, this, that. So it don't even matter. Only thing I say is, if you did it, stand on it. Let your peoples know. If like, don't try to be tough after it. Well, you could do whatever you want to do. That's what people doing anyway. But to me, it look kind of, bogus. But I don't expect nobody to do nothing less. If you ask me, I expect people to try to save themselves. Beyond that, man, I've been watching a lot of good stuff, man. They got this show called Cross on Prime TV. Exclusive is a series. I seen Tron, exclusive. That's up my alley. I love sci-fi. There's a couple other movies. I want to get to check that Wicked for Good out. That's on Disney as well. I ain't get around to that. And I ain't even get into the March Madness. And they got some superstars out there. I ain't get into it for some odd reason. I think probably, man, stressing over work, trying to get the money situated, man. Work been slow, trying to, I'm praying on it. I'm praying on it. I'm sweating it in, as they say. I'm sweating it in. Hoping and praying and, wishing everything go my way. So it's like, that's what I'm on right now. Right now, I really couldn't focus on basketball. So, I had to get back in there. I went to the barber shop yesterday. We had a little celebration in there. My barber had some good news. That's Elise Pros, 368 Demi Boulevard. Y'all know you had E up in there and Ray up in there. And it's always a good time when you go up in there, man. Because it's more than just a haircut. It's camaraderie, it's fellowship when you go up in there. While I'm here, let me give a shout out to Sassy May. She do her stuff on TikTok. Let me give a shout out to C. Terrell Scotty do his thing on TikTok. Uh, Give a shout out to Jamal Stanton. One of my partners out here. He doing this comedy thing. He's growing right before your eyes. P-Town guy. And he putting on right now. He hosting shows and everything. He making his own wave. Y'all check him out. He on TikTok and Facebook. Let me give a shout out to Sunrise Kitchen Bath and Closets. They got 3 locations. One on Mercury Boulevard. That's in Hampton. One in Chesapeake. One in Virginia Beach, man. They making a, remodeling process simple. So y'all go check them out. All those people, man, and I'm quite sure some more people out there that's putting on that I might be missing, but those the ones that stick out to me right at the forefront. And what I wanted to get into today is it seemed like everybody trying to profit off people, man. And it's like, to me, it used to be this saying that everybody said, ain't no robbery in fair exchange. Ain't no robbery in fair exchange. And what I mean by that is, like, it's fair. When it's fair, it's fair. Shouldn't nobody make off like a bandit from somebody? Shouldn't nobody expect somebody to get them some extra and help them on their way and support them in no certain fashion, unless you returning something of same value or more to this person? A lot of people feel like they should have access to the money that you out there bleeding and sweating for. Blood, sweat, and tears out here for this bread. And people feel like you should give it over to them because they want it or they need it more than you. And to me, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. So, my thing is, man, if you can help it, don't let nobody profit off you, man. Get your value out of it. And, get your value out of it. Make sure you taking your time with your purchases and your money and your resources, because sometimes people say it, but you can't get that stuff back, man. You can't get your time back. Sometimes you can't get that money back after you lose it or you spend it, man. People say it all, man. You can always get money back. Yeah, that sounds smooth and that sounds sweet until you sitting there and you can't pay your bills. Till you sitting there and you're missing meals. Till you sitting there you want to do something but your money gone. So, don't fall for that. You don't owe anybody anything that you have worked for. It's gracious of you to share, but you don't owe them anything. People make their own decisions. It's charitable by nature for you to share, but you don't owe anybody anything. You don't do that. And I just wanted people to keep that in mind, because like I said, a lot of times you'll be caught up in a situation where you'll get guilt tripped or you'll get boxed in into making an impulsive rush decision. You got to pour over your priorities and what you need first before you start dispersing. And a lot of times you need to sit back and focus on your own stuff that you got to take care of before you start dispersing that money on your own self. Like, sometimes you got to sit back and make life decisions. Do I want to get some gas? Like, gas is, in the last 2 weeks, gas raised about from $2.89 to like almost $4 right now. I think it's $3.99, $3.89 on the cheaper side of things. So, man, y'all be careful out there, man, because it seems like, we working hard and we ain't getting the money to equate with the work already. But then the price is going up, and then you got people that might be in need. They got their hand out. So sometimes you got to take a step back and evaluate everything before you make decisions. That's your choice, because you the one who got up and worked for it. You the one who clocked in and worked for it. Don't let nobody make you feel less than because you got up and worked for yours. Don't have a cold heart about it, but make sure you making good decisions out here, because it's getting to a time where it's very vital that you make the best decision. So, I ain't want to keep you long. I just wanted to come up here, get my little piece, and keep it pushing. Because like I'm in situations right now and it's tight. And I know I'm not the only one. It's tight. It's tight. We got this situation going on with Iran. We got the tariffs going on. And it's like I feel it crunch. I feel it pressure. I feel it squeeze. I don't know about y'all, but I feel it. And you know, now is the time that you got to sacrifice and discipline yourself. So you can put yourself in the best position. Now I ain't saying don't help people because that's a part of the life cycle right there. You got to share, you got to help, you got to be a blessing, you got to be charitable. But don't let nobody make you feel like you owe them something. It's your duty to like go out your way and you miss a meal so they can eat a meal. Nah, I don't know about that. But I'm about to wrap it up, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all a quick shout out, man. Come up here and do my 1-2, man. Let y'all know here I come to save the day. You know I'm the underdog out here. I'm the people's champ, man. I'm always rooting for the underdog, man. And I'm about to wrap it up, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This Let's Get To It, and that's a tour with a you because I always got you in mind. So keep that in mind. Yeah.